Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Tuesday, September 22nd already, 2020 pre-market analysis. In the chat live, always there, Miss Michelle. She's saying good morning to everyone. And currently, there are exactly one other viewer with her. Oh my goodness. All right. So, sorry about yesterday. Definitely felt a little bit for me. Well, not. I'm used to speaking to empty audiences of the likes or not speaking at all. But yesterday was definitely bizarre not to be able to see the live chat. I'm glad that we are back onto it. Well, we are back. The few of you who made it here, we are back onto this. So let's see what's this new day has in store for us. Well, let's get going on here. So those who um, let's see, I already have a message on this Discord. That's most likely, usually, that's mean I messed up something. So either the link is not going on. So good morning, Miss Dora. Good morning, Mr. B. How are you guys? Glad to see you. Yeah. Yesterday felt bizarre. Yet again, I should be sharing the screen. Which screen am I sharing on here? So we are sharing a chart of TradingView. So on the schedule in this pre-market analysis for September 2020, we're going to continue taking a look at the 30,000 feet view of the market through SPY and QQQ. We're going to show you the opportunity how to make money yesterday on SPY. Then we will look at stock that had Monday momentum, and then we will also tackle on any type of chart request that you may have. So we want to remind the newcomers or even those who have been with us who may be confused, right? The aim of the channel overall is not so much that you come and copy what we do. Right? I mean, we post our trade inside our Discord, but we have had people who actually are learning a great deal from us without being subscriber of Successful Trading. They're subscribers of the YouTube channel. We definitely appreciate that. So please click on the likes if you have been getting value onto this. So for us, we want to make this your full education platform, if you will, right? Where we will teach you about strategies, things that you can take and independently go make money out of this market, because there's so many ways. What's the saying in the US? Many ways to skin a cat. So, please. That's just a thing, right? I'm not in any shape or form. I don't need the PR nightmare. This is that of any type. So that's just a saying on there. So that's what we hope that we are providing on here. So you have a full blog of article. As I mentioned yesterday, where I'm currently in the process of setting up that there's going to be more writing on more article, more posts on that blog, successfultrading.com. Most of them is going to be, let's say, in the early going toward the end of the year here, about certain products that exist out there we will be reviewing. But definitely, I have a series on technical analysis of the like, because I'm seeing that the videos on YouTube, I've been analyzing the videos on YouTube, there are really some basic things on charting candlestick that somehow we haven't delved into. So we will be going into that. So the things like patterns of the type. The plan is to write so many articles on it. There's so many things to do. There's so little time, but hopefully we will get there. So, well, as we welcome new people coming in. Hey, good morning, Miss Kaniza. How are you? Hello, Mr. Greg, reigning trader of the month. How are you, sir? Yeah. Mr. Mickey, bonjour, mon ami. Comment ça va? So let's get ahead. We have 10 people. That's a quorum, folks. The rest they will come if they so decide to go. So we are sharing a chart of trading view of SPY. So SPY. Yesterday, there was a 10 bagger from Friday to yesterday. Yeah, so that 10 bagger was on the 320 puts, I believe. And once again, you didn't need to be in the money to make that 10 bagger. So at the close, those 320 put they were going for 10, 11 cents, right? Yesterday they hit $1.19. I'm not sure if let me try actually to see if I usually save those charts because they help me for videos and for teaching purposes. So let's see. We were trading those, just in case you are wondering. And this, if you ask, if you know your reaction, because there are people who react a certain way into these things, right? Oh, Telex, you didn't give us that trade. Okay, remember what I just said, right? The aim of successful trading is you give you the tools. So this strategy about SPY, we share that that article has been written since what, March of 2020. So if you have been with us and you haven't checked our blog, but even over the weekend, now you can't tell me that, oh, did I share the article over the weekend or so? This is something that is well published, my friend, under how to go about, and we have talked about it here in length because the trend that SPY is into now really lent itself into that. Yesterday, we had a little bit of sideways. Let's see if we go to, I'm doing two things at the same time. I'm first sharing the 15-minute. Yeah, the 15-minute chart of SPY. So we gap down, but really, let's say within 45 minutes, the first 30 minutes was a little bit of sideways. So after that, for the first hour, we posted low of the day at 21.73, literally after 1 hour of the opening. So, and then after that, there was sideways. But we know this, right? Your trading clock is something that's another something we teach you here at Successful Trading. Did you know about the trading clock a few months ago? Maybe not now. It's part of your strategy, meaning the first 90 minutes per se, all the way to from the opening to 11 a.m. Eastern. Sometimes it doesn't have to be exactly 11, but we know that, hey, you need to be on your guard when 11 o'clock Eastern approaches. And then we have talked about the last 90 minutes, folks. Yeah, remember yesterday? If I couldn't see you guys, but hopefully you were hearing me in my monologue in the pre-market, where we talked about, again, the last 90 minutes, and that in a scenario like this, when a market is bearish, you have opportunity for scalping calls. Hey, SPY, the attractiveness of SPY is, again, that it has expiration on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, meaning for those 3 days expiration, trading on SPY on expiration day is a strategy on its own. Yeah. So here, yesterday, after faking it out because they're trying to go above VWAP, they couldn't. That was obvious as crazy. But finally, the algo decided, okay, after pretty much killing Theta for the most part, you're always going to have an opportunity. Out of 5 days in the week, I think SPY will guarantee you 3 days where you make money consistently in the last 90 minutes. Try it. You see, that's education. Put that to the test. Use that as your quantitative analysis. Yeah, but you need a lot of samples. Don't go and be telling me today if SPY is flat or going sideways in the last 90 minutes that my strategy doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see if I can get a chart of those SPYs. I think did I share them? So I'm not so sure. There's so many things that are going on. So September 21st was yesterday. And did I have a chart of the 320 put? Yes. I do. Oh, but will this thing allow me to share it? So I have it on the secondary screen. Let me go ahead and try to share that. What is it going to be? Yep, September 3. Yep. You guys should be able to see it now. Let's see. My screenshot at the time of my screenshot, it was trading at 0.1, but definitely you can see the high, that candle, the biggest candle up there. It was it went to $1.19. I do remember that, and for my being distracted trying to capture the screen, close my positions and all the like, and you can see here. The ninth before the 921 day and the first green candle with the wicked upper week. Wicked upper week. Okay, Telex, you're making up stuff this morning. You can see the closing price at the end of the day there on Friday. One strategy we have talked about, we have publicized to say, okay, you stronghold SPY going into those expiration days. So meaning that today, at the close on Tuesday, there's no expiration today, right? Your best take on SPY is to strangle it, starting at 3 points, 5 points, and so like in our case, we took 10 points down from Friday because, hey, there's some momentum to be accounted for during the weekend. Like same thing as, let's say, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 3 days. And if, let's say, we consider that our virtual ATR for SPY is 3, then 10 points, and it didn't go in the money, my friends, to go this high. The peak was exactly at 7:30 Pacific. That's 10:30 Eastern, and they went to $1.90 from 10-11 cents at the closing on the previous Friday. Yeah, so that was opportunity number uno. Let's say you missed that. Opportunity number two to make money yesterday on SPY was definitely the last 90 minutes run up that you should be familiar with. Or if you are not yet, make it part of your arsenal of ways to go about attacking the market. Wow, we have a new person in the live chat. I don't think I've seen this name before. So this, I'm going to go on limb to say this is Sir Lufaka Zambrota. Welcome, sir. Que paso? All right. So as we welcome new people on board, invited. Oh, wow. I told Mickey, remember Mr. Mickey, Mr. Mike, I told you the first day you joined that you're going to be the chief marketing officer of Successful Trading. Here you are inviting other brothers to join the group. Thumbs up, my friend. You see, you don't buy this stuff, folks, because I remember the endorsement that Mr. Mike gave me the first time. So since then, he has brought his brother Jude, who attended the bootcamp with us. So if you don't know what the bootcamp is, or if you miss out, maybe you have been reading on social media, some of our traders, they are just buoyed by a great deal of confidence since the bootcamp. Yeah, that's what you miss out, but it's not too late. You can get your recordings as well. So, and then let's take a look here at the daily chart of SPY. Again, keeping track with which that we are doing. I can't even tell you. I'm going to be getting into, maybe not today, a tracker of where those October 225 puts on SPY they stand, because they have been doing a yo-yo, right? So when it gaps down, all of a sudden they appreciate, and then like the rally yesterday toward the close, they lost all of that money. I'm not sweating it, if anything. Remember, my strategy is to build that position. So as they're getting cheaper and cheaper, trust me, I will be amassing more and more contracts of that. So here's where we are trading. We opened yesterday almost 5 points down at 325.70. We posted a low after an hour to 321.73. And then after that, in the last 90 minutes, the altos decided to rally. No problem whatsoever. No problem. Yeah. Again, keep in mind, your quant analysis just go to February 24th, 25th. So today, are we gapping up? Of course we are gapping up. Why would they not gap up? That's what they do. So they are gapping up. Today is, what's today? Put scalping Tuesday. All right. That's all I need to know. So, but really, more could possibly happen here, because they can definitely rally this market here over the next 2 days, right? So for us, we're going to be waiting for them, let's say, at 334.62, because that's the first line of resistance. But I guarantee you, as the price remains lower, this moving average yellow line going to continue coming down. Yeah? How do we know? Because look at its value here on the 18th. It was at 336.81 and then 334.62. So it's losing 2 points pretty much per day, but because we gapped down yesterday. If we stay flat, maybe it's going to go to 333. Then that's the resistance for you. That's the first line of resistance for us to say that there is a change in pattern. Now, I don't know. Don't tell me that I'm just saying that. We have not had 2 consecutive green days in this chart. Again, don't know. I'm not the only one to notice that. Some of you must have been noticing that, right? Since September, folks, well, actually, we did September 1st and September 2nd. So since September 2nd, SPY has not posted 2 green candles at all. Yeah? So meaning, this morning here, my friend, my quant analysis probability is just too short, whatever, to go against on SPY. I told you that yesterday because I already knew that information. So I'm telling you that right now is actionable to you. If they're doing this red, green, green, red, green, red, green, red, whatever. So they're starting up here today at the gap. I put it against a trade, for God's sake. Yeah. Expiration is tomorrow. I have nothing to lose. How many points? 10 points. Yeah. 10 points at least. So meaning we are looking at the 310 puts for SPY expiring tomorrow. And that's the only thing you need to know. And in this case, my friend, you actually you can sweep it. Yeah, you can sweep it because since they're gapping up, let's say there's a momentum initial gap, you don't want to spend too much on them, right? So this is the perfect opportunity to gangster sweep, to use a sweep gangster strategy. Again, what if you don't know, if you are joining us for the first time, you don't know what sweep gangster is, get yourself to successfultrading.com and chat with us how to get a copy of the recording of the bootcamp. I hope after this, folks, you know everything that you need, you are to be knowing to make money on SPY in a very safe and conservative way. Well, I don't know about conservative. Gangster is pretty aggressive. So, hello, the one and only Mrs. Aline Goita has joined us. Welcome, welcome, Mrs. Mrs. Goita. How's the hobby? Is the hobby joining us as well? All right. It's currently, as we take a 10 seconds, how do you say it? A 10-second pause for station identification. Telex, come on, are you serious? It is currently 9 Eastern. Yeah, it's literally a minute to 9 Eastern time in New York and in Toronto. 6 a.m., pitch dark. My window is over there toward the Pacific Ocean. And you are watching a live broadcast of pre-market analysis for September 22nd. It is Tuesday. Yes, the market is gapping up. So let's here go and take a look at the US equity by me changing the screen and going into the Power E-Trade platform that we use here. Please, if you have noticed anything in pre-market, this will be the time to put it on the chat so that we can take a look at it maybe. So first thing first here, let's go to the equities, the major indexes. So SPY is up 0.23, 0.23 is 0.3 is 1 point, so just shy of 1 point. We closed just shy of 327. Right now, we are printing 327.70 with a volume of 1 million shares. Yesterday, remember, at this time, we were well above 2 million shares. So that gives you some perspective on the QQQ is rallying. Okay, QQQ started this whole downtrend on the 17th of September after they posted 10 million print share at 274.40. So since yesterday, QQQ, yeah, believe it or not, QQQ yesterday was trading at some point at 260 something. So that's 10 points in just 2 days. Wow. Volatility. So from a chart perspective, I'm sorry, I'm not going to switch the screen again. We actually, this is a good scenario for traders to be in because the both SPY and QQQ, they gapped down. They were trading below the lower Bollinger Band. So the likelihood of having sideways that much is not that much really, because either these indexes are going to find buyers and support and they're going to be rallying like this. So again, expect big movement candle days, meaning that an ATR of 5, or in the case of QQQ, just between yesterday low and today open is 10 points, folks. That tells you an opportunity. And those options, you can get very cheap option because the market is moving. And obviously, you know how to be safe by employing the strangle. If you don't know what the strangles are, no problem. If you are part of a subscribers, then maybe that means you haven't been listening to us, but schedule a one-on-one coaching session. If you just want to learn, same thing. You go to Successful Trading, you find yourself a way to get coaching, the coaching that you need to make something out of this market. We are here to teach. We are here to help you take your trading to the next level. So that's there for the equities. If we go to individual stock on here for us this morning, Tesla is gapping up. I mean, if we look at the volume, all right? So volume overall, we have the same stock, folks, since early September and the splits. Apple and Tesla every single day, they have the majority of the volume. Today, they're actually night and day. Apple is driving the market because Apple is up 2%. Yeah, that's why QQQ. Remember, Apple is all number 1 and number 2 respectively on both SPY in terms of its contribution to those two indexes. It's up 2% at 112.23. Tesla, on the other hand, Tesla is not yet part of SPY. Yeah, that actually was a major boo-boo the other time. And then we have a stock like NKLL. I mean, keeping up with that stock is just wow. Peloton is another one. Since Peloton earning, remember our big score on Peloton on the earning, it's definitely generating volume nowadays. JD is generating a lot of volume as well. That's interesting. Actually, that's a sleeper on there. Yeah. So that's there, folks. That's a hint for you. Yesterday, what was the opportunity that you have? So subscribers, you had an opportunity yesterday on one of the last one. The last. All I need to do is that the last one, the last entered trade alerts. I just look at this chart this morning. No, I didn't trade it. I didn't trade it yesterday. You remember there was a comment for one of the traders. It was bullish yesterday. It was bullish the entire day. And I say that the spread on it is a little bit, is wild. So one way to combat the spread on option like that is to do a gangster in the morning. Yeah, it's to do a gangster in the morning, because that will, it will guarantee you that you enter at a good price, at a cheap price per se. A cheap price for this one, for that one, it's about 30 to 35 cents. So yesterday you could have gotten in at 35 cents, and it went to $2.40 or $2.80. I just look up its chart. So definitely, and since it had momentum, that's my transition to this. So we gave you two angles of trading SPY. Now we are giving you another way, another strategy we have seen. Momentum on Tuesday on Monday usually carries into Tuesday. We have seen that consistently. So if you are trading the alerts or any stock for that matter, all right, we have seen momentum, Monday momentum. A stock that goes either up or down, especially yesterday, stock that were up by a certain amount in a bearish market. Well, today, if the market is bearish, what do we think that they're gonna? Normally they are very likely to keep that momentum. So that's, watch for that stock on there. The other stock that you can watch, and I'm not seeing it here, maybe because it doesn't have volume. Let's go into the other direction. It was Roku. Roku gained 14% yesterday. I've always told a strategy is momentum, folks. A stock on Monday, first of all, the question should be for all of us, well, where were we whilst that stock? I don't think it gapped up to 14% right away. Let's actually go. Now I have to change my screen because I want to look at a chart of Roku, because that price where Roku is right now is definitely a breakout price, right? Because the previous high on Roku wasn't in the 180s. Now that thing did something yesterday that it has never done before. So then we need to get involved. Why do we need to get involved? Look at this scandal, folks. Look at this scandal. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, just from an analysis, so belt alert should have rang yesterday for good traders to say, hey, after this thing was trading above 173. So let's see how it did that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, it gapped up. That's another sign, right? So meaning gapped up in pre-market, we had that knowledge. So if when the market was selling off yesterday, this thing was gapping up at 166. So that's our entry for Gangster. What is ATR? For those who are fans of the ATR, so the ATR for Roku, and once again, I come here for nothing because I don't have the ATR as a default one. Oh my goodness. One day, I will get there. So the ATR for Roku, remember the strategy we talked about the other day? Did I mention that to somebody? I said one possible strategy is to track the ATR. When the ATRs change in a stock, for you, then you know that you can make money over that lapse of time. So look what happened here to Roku when it had a declining ATR, but it's not always on the positive side, folks. Yeah, on either really when the slope of the ATR changes. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing a video on this. I need to do a video on this to teach it properly. No worries about that. But I mean here, this is not always the case because this is major sideways here. What this slope is going down, but here then it's really the inflection point that's very interesting. We have had an inflection point here recently because of yesterday, because this chart is taking into account today. Yeah. So this was our first inflection point, $10 ATR. And yesterday, Roku moved by. So first of all, we gapped up. So even if we forget the gap from 166 all the way to 186.7. 20 points, my friends. 20. Yeah, on Monday, we say the anatomy of a 10 bagger. Not that we're talking about a 10 bagger here, but on Monday, you can afford to take, as long as the stock is moving, to take as far away strike as possible. The cheapest, the better on Monday at the beginning of the week. Why? Because you still have time. You still have time. So that's, yeah, if somebody traded Roku yesterday, fantastic. So you look at the chart of Roku yesterday, there was no way of telling that the market was bearish. What was it? Actually, Roku, while the market was rallying in the last 90 minutes, Roku was flat because the damage was already done. And literally, the damage was done in 1, 2, 3, 4, an hour and 30 minutes. And how do we get involved with this type of thing? Gangster strategy, folks. Gangster strategy. And the criteria into gangster strategy, because Roku was gapping up in the pre-market yesterday. All right, all right, all right. Any question? Good morning, Mr. Wayne. How are you? Any questions, folks, on a stock that you want me? It's not when I'm going to say that, hey, have a good day, that somebody's going to say, oh, could we look at a stock? This is, I've been blah, blah, blahing for 10 minutes now saying that, okay, if anybody wants to take a look at the stock. If not, let me, what trade didn't work yesterday for me? What trade didn't work yesterday for me? I think Oracle, I mean, not that it worked and then it didn't work per se. But I'm still in Oracle, and Oracle is gapping up again, or what is this doing? It is flat in pre-market. So they gap up yesterday on that news, whatever, and then below VWAP, and it was just, sure, this is like just a sideways action. This is where Theta is burned. Yeah, so that's what that trade didn't work. But I mean, I got those constructs so cheaply. I'm still in them, folks. I'm still in them. So on the daily chart, what's going on? All right, this I like that. Big red candle after a gap. Sure, why not? Okay, so the moving average 59.52 will be a good confirmation for me. And the moving average, the first one is the yellow line. That's the exponential moving average 8 period, meaning over the last 8 candles, the last 8 days, since we're looking at the daily chart. And then the next one will be the exponential moving average 20, which stand at 58.22. I still have Tuesday. I still have Wednesday. So payday, potential payday here is Thursday. Let's see how this trades go. The fact that I think it was down earlier in pre-market. Now about more than 1%, almost 2%. So now they are buying it up. So yeah, okay, let's see. I mean, the entire even Tesla is rolling already in pre-market. And you see, we've always talked about that. Between 9 a.m., folks, to the opening, to let's say the first 15 minutes, 9 a.m. to 9:15, watch the action of pre-market. They tell you, because the big boys, their orders are coming into the system. So for those, the backers of Tesla, I know there are a lot of them here in at Successful Tradings. I don't know if they were sweating the red, the red pre-market. We don't sweat a red pre-market, just like we don't sweat the futures, right? Isn't that what the motto of the day of the day? Yeah, that was yesterday's motto, and this is it is today's motto as well. We do not sweat the pre-market. I mean, if let's say depending on the position you have, right? So if you are responsible and you trade accordingly, you will find yourself in this type of scenario that, hey, we don't sweat the red futures or the red pre-market. So, hey, Mrs. Goita, maybe we need another one for we don't sweat the red pre-markets. Au contraire, au contraire, we know how to handle either direction. Okay, folks. Okay, all right. If there is no question, what have I forgotten? Yeah, there are a couple of stocks that I will be looking at, but I need confirmation for them, and maybe, not maybe, I need for them to show something, and then I will share them as alerts for the subscribers later on, or the close of the business. Okay, yeah, I told you, right? There's always one person who's waiting. You need to say it several times in order for people to act up. So the question is about Lulu. So let's take a look at the chart of Lulu. Lulu for Lulemon. The fancy tight pants. What? What's the next? What did you say that? They're yoga pants. Yeah, that's what that store does. I know that I have. Have I ever been to a Lulu store? I don't think so. I don't think so. Here's the daily chart of Lulu. Lulu has been on a losing streak big time since September. So the chart of Lulu actually, wow, who else? Can somebody tell me without looking at your chart if you have been following us? There's another stock that has a chart pattern looking like this one. Yeah, you have exactly 2 minutes, folks. Yeah, and I mean, most likely only two of you are paying attention, but Lulu has been on a major losing streak since September 3rd. We had another stock like that where we were telling people every single day whatever I was doing. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Lulu went from 390, but they had an earning. So you see, if you got involved even after earnings, remember after earning momentum, you would have scored from 334 to 297. That's not bad, but over 2 weeks time. So yesterday, the first green candle. Does that mean that we are fine support? My rule of thumb on this is definitely patience. Yeah. Well, now you can tell me that, okay, patience, would I be patient until you recapture the EMA, the yellow line, the exponential moving average 10 on the daily? Maybe not, but at least let's wait for it to show you 2 consecutive green days, right? Before you become bullish. Otherwise, the trend is still intact. Yeah. The downtrend is still intact. So I will be wary of jumping into the call wagon because I'm sure the question being asked, I don't know what the question was asked. As usual, it was just Lulu. So I'm just giving my readout on Lulu. If you want me to speak about Lulu in a specific shade, then please let me know. For me here, yes, yesterday we made a candle, but we don't know if that's a reversal candle. Definitely, we will need confirmation of that because trust me, you can have that green day and then actually even gap up today. That's my favorite one actually. To say, okay, you gap up on here, I'm shorting you. I'm still shorting you. The trend is the highest probability. Is the probability higher that is going to be downtrend? We can see that there was small support here. So the support area here was 290 thereabouts. So we closed at 295 yesterday. We have bounced off of this level before. Yeah, and then so short term 313, 315, I would say, but definitely I could not say that is a total complete reversal. The market itself is bearish, and this thing, if you were to do a correlation between the market SPY and this one here, you will have find a strong correlation. Not that correlation, it's causality. I will talk more about that in another episode of this show. So yeah, that's what Lulu looked like to me. Anyone, a one, or maybe not, we don't even have time for a final one. So it is 9:15 Eastern time. I'm going to give you back, everybody, the 15-minute back so that you can reset your mind. Remember the trading clock. You have 90 minutes between now and the opening session and sideways. If there is any, you just need to be mindful of that. Meaning, how do you avoid that? By not taking that many positions. I still have people asking me how many positions can a trader manage at any given time. You have 5 fingers. How fast can you type? You have 5 fingers in each hand. So I cannot even show the camera where are my fingers. So 5. So if you find yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 too many. Wow, I've never used that before. You can only manage 5 positions because you have 5 fingers. Fantastic, Telex. Stop making stuff up. Okay, for everybody, have a great trading session. We will catch you on another episode of Pre-Market Analysis on Successful Trading's YouTube channel. Until then, bye-bye.